So this is the data structure subject syllabus. So the course objective of this data structure is to introduce the fundamental concept of data structures and abstract data types. So already you know the data types. So emphasize the importance of data structures in developing and implementing efficient algorithms. So there is a concept called algorithm. Already you know the algorithm. The definition, the basic definition of algorithm already studied in C language. So algorithm is always same. Whatever the language may change and things may change. Car is car, everywhere car. Car driving is everywhere same. But the clutch, gear, accelerator, speed, specifications are different. Algorithm is algorithm. Driving is driving. Here algorithm is nothing but driving. Driving car, vehicle, truck, train. So driving is different. Based on the vehicle, it will depend, it will vary. Train driving is different, car driving is different, bike driving, riding is different. So everywhere we are using that word driving. Driving a car, driving a bus, driving a lorry, riding a bike. Okay, pilot, loco pilot. With respect to the train, loco pilot. The word that may differ. But what it will tell, simply it will move the vehicle. Here algorithm also same. Algorithm means it will tell the solution to a problem, right? What is the definition of algorithm? Tell me. Already you studied now. The definition of algorithm. What you know about algorithm? Already you studied now. Can anyone type in the chat box? Algorithm definition. What the algorithm do? So algorithm means what? It is a step-by-step procedure. It is a step-by-step procedure to tell the problem solution. That is the definition. So I'll conclude this one for this. I'm limiting with these words. After that, I'll give you the clear explanation. You don't worry. So anyway, emphasize the importance of data structures in developing and implementing efficient algorithms. For efficient algorithms implementation, we are using the data structures. Okay. So describe how arrays, records, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, graphs are represented in memory and used by the algorithm. All these are the different data structures. Stacks, queues, arrays, records. All these are the examples of data structures. With the help of these data structures, we can represent our things in memory and used by the algorithms. Okay. Next, after learning, what is the outcome of this course? So after completing this course, the student will be able to summarize the properties, interfaces, behaviors of basic abstract data type. Abstract data type is different, data type is different. Abstract means it's a skeleton. Just for your easy understanding, it's a skeleton structure. Okay. So next one, discuss the computational efficiency of the principal algorithms for sorting and searching. Sorting and searching are the most important topics. So sorting and searching. Next one, use arrays, records, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, and graphs in writing programs. So for every data structure, there is a program. By using the program only, we can implement in computer system. Compiler can execute this. Demonstrate different methods for traversing trees. So there is a data structure called trees. So trees means on the earth we are seeing trees. So the tree is different with these trees. So trees are also one of the important data structures. So by that time I'll tell you the trees concept. Okay, just see the syllabus. In this class, I'll tell you the overview or syllabus of the subject. Next class, I'll go to the explanation, clear explanation from unit 1 onwards. So after the unit's completion, I'll provide you material also. So excuse me. Okay. Unit 1 is, it's a very simple syllabus. Actually in R19, R20, R19 regulation and R16 regulation, the syllabus is lengthy. But here your syllabus is very little. As I have seen in many courses, this syllabus is a little bit less. Okay, anyway. Data structures definition, classification of data structure, different types of data structures, operations and data structures. So first of all, what is data structure and what are the types of data structures? So with the types, what we can do? That means the operation. So operations means what? For example, arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operation means what? So some of them are just turn on their videos. What is the necessity? Huh? What is the necessity of displaying? If you want to display yourself, go to road. Everybody will see. You need not turn on. You can go to road and display yourself. That is why I'm telling. Next time I'll remove you. Okay. So what are the arithmetic operation? Okay, somebody replied. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So on what we will perform all these operations? Either operands or some different operands. That means A to Z. On operands. What are operands? Operand means A to Z. What are operators? Symbols. So already that you told. These are the operators performed on operands. That is called operation. Operators perform on operands. That is called operation. Here, what is the operation of on data structure? So there are different data types. On the data types, we will perform some operations. Operations means addition, storing, retrieving, accessing, deleting, displaying, like that. There are many different operations on data structures. We'll clearly go to that. Next one, abstract data types. So already told you, abstract means it's a skeleton. Preliminaries of algorithms, time and space complexities. So time and space complexities means, for example, for the best example, the time it takes to finish a particular task is called complexity, time complexity. So in your SD card that your mobile is showing that the status of your SD card and phone memory, simply it will display. So why it will display? Why we need it actually? So how much memory is accessible by our RAM and how much data is stored in our mobile. So if you want to calculate that, we can see by using that option. Here also in computer systems, in developing software, the time and space complexity is very, very important. So for this reason, we are using in our mobiles, we are using 6 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, 3 GB RAM, or 128 ROM, 64 GB RAM. While we are going to purchase a new mobile, we will see the specifications. So what is that? That is the space complexity. Based on the space only, we can store the information we can retrieve. So in software also, always you should keep in your mind time and space complexity is very, very important. So data structures are the intrinsically linked with the programming subject. Intrinsically means without data structure, there is no programming language. Without programming, there is no data structure. That is the meaning of that word intrinsically linked together. So with respect to the programming or software, time and space complexity is very important. Next, searching different types. These are the types. Sorting. These are the different types. Already sorting came up in C language. Did you learn sorting? Okay. Sorting. No. Searching. Searching concept. You don't know the concept of searching with respect to computer science? Searching. Okay. No problem, not an issue. I'll explain you. Searching is very easiest topic and interesting topic. No problem. Okay. That is up to unit 1. Next one, linked list. Second one, linked list. So generally, this is also one type of data structure. So like arrays, array is one type of data structure. So like arrays, linked list also another type. Linked list is the extension of arrays. Already you know the concept of arrays. So what is the use of arrays? With the array, what we performed, how it will use it. With the help of array, what we performed. Already studied in C na? Reply. Yes, collection of similar data types. Okay. So what similar with the similar data type, what we are doing? What are the different operations that we have performed an array? What are the operations? Collection of similar data types, what it will do? It will store. Yeah. Storing. Good. Storing the similar data types. That's good. That is the correct answer. Storing the similar data types. Why we will store our data? What is the necessity of storing our data? Why we are downloading our data in our mobiles? For the future use. Next time, definitely we'll access the data. That is why we are storing for accessing purpose. So with arrays, array is similar data types. It will store and it will add, it will delete, and it will perform some actions. Here also linked list same thing. So array having some disadvantages. Those disadvantages are overcome by linked list. There are different types of linked lists. So total entire unit is with respect to the linked list. So linked list mainly it is the drawbacks of arrays overcome by linked list. There are different types of linked list and different types of operations with respect to the linked list. All these are the insertions, deletions, reversing, listing, applications, matrix, polynomials. So different types of linked list. Single linked list, double linked list, like single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Here also some linked lists are there. So linked list for a single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, and priority, different types are there. All different types will cover in this unit. Next, queue. Third unit. So do you know the concept of stack? Do you know the concept of stack? Stack. stack concept? Don't know? Don't know the concept of stack? Okay, not an issue. I'll tell you. Okay. So stack also used to store the elements. So it is also the basic fundamental data structure. Stacks and queues. These are the fundamental data structures. So if you want to store some data in your mobile, what you need? SD card is needed, right? SD card is needed, right? CR 560 94 already I removed, so make it as absent.
Okay, sir.
594 already used mic and talked some rubbish.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
594.
Okay.
Already I told you, I rebuked you, even though some people are neglecting. I'll show you what I am. Okay, 94.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Just inform that don't join in my class without proper explanation. Simply disturbing the class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, again I'll continue. So, okay, where we are, okay, storing purpose, third unit. So, if you want to store something in your mobile, what you need? Either you need internal memory or SD card, right? Without these two, can you store something in your mobile? No data, no cloud. Is it possible? Is it possible? No. With the help of your internal memory or SD card, only you can store something on your mobile. Otherwise, you only browse, you only see, you can't save. So here also in computer system for the program, data structure stack and queue is like that. But it is not a memory card and SD card and internal memory. Just for the programs its sake, it is like that. Stack and queue will be used for the storing purpose. It stores the elements in the computer memory. So these are the storing devices, but it is not a device. It is not physically there. Everything is logical. But in the system, the order is like that, right? So these are the queues concept. Queues are different types. So actually stacks and queues are there. So stack disadvantages overcome by queues. Queues also different types there. Queues are having different types. Different types of queues are there. So every queue having some different specific task. Every type having different specific task. For example, one-dimensional array having some functions. Multi-dimensional array having different function. Multi-dimensional array having specific meaning. That dimension having rows and columns wise. Three-dimensional array also there. That is also there now. That having different advantages now. So every type having its specific own task. Here also every queue having, that means circular queue and double-ended queues and different queues are there. These stacks and queues implementation can be performed by linked list and arrays concept. Arrays and linked list concepts. So how the queue will store the elements and how it will perform some different operations. Every operation is the operations are same. Either it is a queue or a stack. Operations are same. Storing purpose, adding purpose, reversing purpose. All these are different operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication. But the output is different. Okay. Operations are names are same, but the actions are different. That is up to queues. Next one. The next unit is trees. Trees, very simple concept and interesting unit. Trees having branches, leaves, roots, everything. So the data structure is, it is a type of data structure. So I'll tell you in the next class the syllabus completely. Then you can clearly understand the concept. So tree is like a data structure. It is one type of data structure. There are two types of data structure, linear data structure and non-linear data structure. I'll show you the PPT so that you can clearly understand. So just for the sake of syllabus only, I'm telling here. So tree is also one type of data structure. Tree having what? Tree having roots. General tree on the earth. In day-to-day life, we are just seeing the trees on the earth roadside. So what they have? Tree having roots. Roots upon the ground. Roots are under the ground and branches, leaves, everything there. So data structure here, everything having root, branches, tails, leaves. So data scientists compared the data structure with tree. So every part is compared with the tree nodes. So by that we can perform some operations on tree having children, parent, like that. So by using the tree representation, we can perform some data operations. So tree is also one type of data structure. So for example, in schooling, some mitochondria is there na. So mitochondria having different shapes. So in that mitochondria having some different ingredients. I'm not going to teach you biology here. So just comparing. Here also the tree properties will correlate with the data structures. Okay, so every node and every topic having specific purpose. Okay, that is up to tree data structure. In the tree, there are having different types. So we are having name tree, banyan, and different trees are there. Here also data structure, there are different trees. See here the names are not name tree, not banyan tree, and pomegranate tree. Here the trees are avial trees, right trees, red black trees, balanced trees, binary search trees. These are the different types of trees. So for every different tree, there is some specific purpose, some specific actions. So the data is represented in memory in the form of a tree. That is why we are reading this concept. Okay. Next one, graphs, unit 5. Unit 5, graphs. So graph is the last unit in your syllabus. Graph is generally called in 10th class. You may show that graph means it will give us the overview, graphical representation, right? In the political parties also in 2014, some in that elections, some candidate, some party having this type of votes and this type of seats. And there are different types of charts, bar charts, pie charts, different graphs. So what it will show, after seeing that, easily we can understand the report. Here Graph consists of nodes, vertex, edges. Graphs having different types. All these are the parts of the data structures. These are the different types of data structures. So in this data structure, graph, specifically graph will tell us the specific meaning. After seeing that, we can easily understand what it is going on. So there are different types of graphs are there. Here graphs are not pie chart, bar chart, like that. But here the graphs are best first search, depth first search, minimum spanning tree, Prim's and Kruskal's algorithms, Discrass algorithms, transitive closure, Warshall algorithm. These are the different types of graphs. For every type, there is a specific meaning. So it's very interesting and entertaining concepts, really. So really, I enjoyed these topics. Okay. So this is what graphs concept. Okay, the textbooks prescribed is Rema Tereja Oxford Data Structure Using C, second edition, Rema Tereja. So this textbook is enough for you. Otherwise, you may refer Mark Allenwys. This is also good. So data structures and algorithm analysis in C. If you want to purchase new textbook, that is up to your personal interest. So, but I always prefer the student to read the textbook. You don't lean on my material. If you read my material, if you follow my material, simply you can get 100 marks. But it is limited. In material, only we can limit the concept. Only marks orientation only we will prepare the material. But in the textbooks, if you refer textbook or online resources, that is very good to you. I always suggest the students to read the textbook. That will help you, that will give you the good knowledge about the subject. So that is my humble request. So if you are not having provision to refer the textbook, after the couple of days also you can utilize the library. So there are different volumes are available in our library regarding data structures. Okay, any textbook you can follow, but as per the syllabus given by the JNTUK, the textbooks are Rema Tereja Oxford edition, second edition, and the second one is data structures and algorithms. Actually, data structures and algorithms, that is the title. So in your syllabus only data structure is given. Data structures and algorithm. Data structures having algorithms. That is the Mark Allenwys second textbook. You can go to the reference subjects, Shahini and Orogen. Any textbook you can follow. Basically, I think these two are enough. Okay, so this is what about your syllabus. Already its time is over, so I don't want to waste your time, not even 1 minute. So I'll leave you. Thank you, all of you. Next class you join at proper time. So kindly be punctual and follow my lectures. Thank you. Having any doubts? If you have any doubts, please text me in the chat box with respect to today's class. Otherwise, you can leave.